Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to share with you the update for the Panners Pan. In this project I am working on 10 panners and I have products that corresponds to those panners in some way. I explain that when I bring those products in, why I'm choosing them and so on. So it's a way of being creative and also like an homage to all of those panners out there. So first off, we have Jessica Lee. I think she was here from the beginning. And she is a little bit special to me because she is the first person I watched who did a Project Pan. So she kind of got me hooked. Her, Alex, Paula from A Beauty Guru made me do it. Those three are the ones that I watched from the beginning. Those three panners have really drawn me into this. So thank you for making me an addict. Anyway, Jessica has this big and curly hair, really lovely. So I chose this scalp treatment, a multifunctional hair treatment helping hair loss care and providing suppleness with collagen and keratin effects, hair loss care, hair volume care, softening hair. I like the tingling, I like the minty sense in my scalp when using it. Other than that, I don't really see a difference, maybe because I don't really need a product like this, but I can use it, it's fine. I kind of like it, I've only used that one once this month. I need to amp up my usage on that a little bit. My goal is to use it twice for the next update. Next up we have Jaylon and her cat. So I chose a cat blush. I'm trying to get pan on this and I am getting a dip. I don't know if you can see that, but I can definitely see a dip happening, which is nice. I feel like these shades are kind of differently pressed or has a different kind of powder to it, because I feel like some parts are moving down more quickly than others, so it feels like I have like dips in different shades here, although I use a big fluffy brush and just swirl it around the whole thing. So it actually looks a little bit strange when you just look at it up close. But I have ways to go on that one. I have used this 16 more times this month for a total of 69 uses. That's a lot. 69 uses in this project, and she is staying. Then we have Danny, and she's going cruelty free, so I'm choosing this Stockholm, Sweden Ref eye makeup remover. And as you can see, especially in this light, it's almost invisible. This is like magic, woohoo! But it's looking like this. I have finally finished this off, which is nice because I've had it open for years at this point. I have used this 9 additional times for a total of 33 uses in this project. And we started here. So 33 uses from here to there. Now, do I like it? I can't really say. I don't really like any micellar water so far. I just don't love them in particular as like a product category. But then we have Taylor Buell, and I chose another product for her first, and then I realized that I was wrong about her occupation. So I was like, okay, now I have to change product. So I'm doing a project that she is also doing, which is pan that palette in order. So I'm only working on the first shade. Whenever I hit pan on that, I move on to the next one and so on. I began last month. So the first shade I have used 16 times this month, which is pretty amazing. And I love this shade. It's this one right here. And as you can see, we have a little bit of a dip. It was hard to get to even this dip. I mean, 16 times, come on. I know that the ZC shades are very deep, so I know that this will probably take some time depending on how I'm using it. I have used it a lot in my crease, but then I take like a pencil brush and I have it underneath my eyes as well. And I think that is what is causing most of the dip. So if I can use it more underneath my eyes in that way, I think we can get to pan quicker in that one. But otherwise, I think this is like a 7 to use shade. like you have to use it 70 times or something to hit pan on it, which I don't really mind because I like it and it's really soft. It really works well now in the summer. It works for blending out brown shades, or if you want to go for a peachy look, or if you want to have like a no makeup day, let's say, you can just have this all over your eyes or just in the crease and a little bit of a shimmer on top of your eyelids. Like, it's a very versatile shade, and for some reason I thought it looked more orangey here, so I was a little bit I was a little relieved when I used it, and it was so soft and nice. So yeah, 16 times I've used this one. For Rebeca S, I am trying to finish a lip glaze by ZZ. Last time I had only used it once. I have been better this month. I have used it 7 additional times, which isn't a lot by any means, but you know, it's a lot more. It's 700% more, you know? Well, 600% more. But yeah, I like it. This is growing on me. I can use it on its own or on top of something. It doesn't do too much. I will give you a little bit of a swatch so you can see that it's very sheer. The only thing I don't like is when it kind of comes out lumpy, because it gets a little bit spotty or, you know, not very even. So yeah, you can really pack this on and it looks pretty nice. It's I guess you can use this as a blush. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try this as a blush. But since it is a glaze, I have been a little bit hesitant to use it as that, because I'm feeling like it will give a glow to my cheeks that I don't really want. But on the other hand, maybe it actually will look nice. Who knows? Maybe I should try. What do you think? Should I try this as a liquid blush? I have ways to go on that one, I think. Then we have Alicia, or Wonder in Ally Land, I think her name is. And I chose an Alice in Wonderland product, of course. I chose this powder. I wanted to hit pan on this. Last time I had used it 5 times, and I used it an additional 4 times, and look at this now. Look at this now. We have pan after 9 uses. Had I used this before? Maybe once. So 10 times to get to pan, that is crazy. I mean, this was 8 grams as well, so I thought it would take a long time to hit pan on this, but 10 uses to hit pan? Yeah, that would be expensive if I kept rebuying this. I'm happy to hit pan, of course. The panner in me rejoices. The buyer in me does not rejoice, you know? Because even though I got this in a subscription box, each and every item there cost like $6 or something. I don't think it's worth $6 if I can hit pan in 10 uses. You know what I mean? However, it is a nice powder. I'm not using the puff anymore because it was just not good, in my opinion. So I'm just using a big fluffy brush, or maybe a condensed big brush. Maybe it's not fluffy then. Well, I guess it can be fluffy and condensed at the same time, maybe. Anyway, I'm using a brush now, and I know that I'm using a ton of powder. I don't want to look oily, greasy, sweaty, you know. This is too much glow for me, you know, what I'm having right now. Right now, because it's shining behind me and stuff, it looks okay, I guess, maybe. But I want to powder my face a lot. So I go through powders pretty quickly, but this quickly, I was surprised to hit pan so quickly. But this one is rolling out, and so is Alicia. And I have to correct myself. That was not for Alicia. That was for Rose Keats, who's a Disney fan. So that was for Rose Keats. For Alicia, I also have an Alice in Wonderland product. Wow, I'm all over the place today. But I wanted to hit pan on this. This is the British Museum Dreamland eyeshadow palette. Looks like this. So you have a nice picture there, and maybe you can already see that we do have pan in here in this kind of lavender, rosy, pinky, purpley tone here. I love this, and I love how this looks because I've been working on a few other shades as well. So the palette looks used. It doesn't look like I've just drilled down a hole in one shade. And the fact that I have like a good dip in this one and it's a matte, it makes me feel like, you know, it's really used. I liked it. Both like watching this makes me feel like that, but I also know that I really like that shade in itself. So both Rose Keats and Alicia is rolling out. And the weather is very here and there today. I really like when it's shining through, but you know, as soon as it goes away, you know, I guess this lighting is okay, but you know, that it's shifting all the time, that's not good, is it? Does that bother you? Let me know. If it bothers you, I will probably, you know, change this and have this in my usual spot, but have this as my background anyway. You know, if it bothers you. Now let's move on to EmilyNMax. She created the Graveyard Project pan, in which you could choose a product that is either old or that has been in a project before. Now I actually brought in the wrong product because I thought this was the one that I had frankened, and it wasn't. This one I've just repressed. It has been in a project before, maybe, or has it? I don't know. It is old, so I guess it would fit, but this is just repressed. This is actually the Give Them Lala Beauty, the Ibiza bronzer. So this was not the one I was meant to bring in. This was meant for another project, and I just swapped them kind of in the videos. So I said I wanted to use this one up, but it's not this bronzer I was talking about. I have used this 11 times, which is, you know, it's good, but I'm going to roll this out and roll the other one in that is actually old and have been in another project. And that's this, this bronzer here. And I pressed it into the Glow Minerals packaging. I think I introduced it the right way the last time though, and I talked about this, but I showed you the other one. And I've used this one 15 times. I think I can show you how it looked last time, but yeah, this broke. So I have to repress it again or use it as a powder or something. But yeah, it didn't hold up. So I'm going to try to use this up. This is what I have left of the Hoola bronzer from Benefit and the High Rise powder from Paze. And those are mixed together to make a more wearable shade. So I'm going to try to use this one up for EmilyNMax. For Sarah Rose, I did something different. I didn't bring in one product. I brought in a concept of repurposing products. So my goal is to repurpose things 40 times, not in the same way. I can use, let's say, this one, this lip glaze as a blush. I can use something else as a blush. I can use a third lipstick as a blush. Like, I can do the same thing if it is different products, or I can use the same product for different purposes. So maybe I want this on my cheeks. Maybe I want this on my eyelids, maybe I want to do something else with it, and those are different uses as well. But I can't use this in the same way twice and make it count here, if you know what I mean. I can't use this as a liquid blush twice and make it count here. I want to use them in different ways and kind of get to know my stash and what I can do with it. I'm not going to show you the products that I used, but I am going to talk about what I've been doing, so you will get an idea of how I've been using these items or how I've been repurposing them. So first off, we have the lip service from Laura Key. This was a very, very light lip gloss, and I used it on my eyelids. Didn't like it that much. I liked how it looked. I didn't love how it felt. Then I used the Devil's Love highlighter from ZZ, and I used it on my eyelids. I've done that multiple times, and it's so-so. Like, it gives a little bit of a shimmer, but not too much. But it's too much to actually have as a highlighter, so I wanted to try it that way, and I can use it that way. I can have it in my inner corners. I can use it all over my lid as a topper. It works. It's not the best, but it works. Then we had the Essence eyeshadow, and this was a cream eyeshadow that lacked pigment. So I used it as a powder all over my face, and that is how I think I will continue to use it. I had the Lord & Berry lip liner, and I tried to use the lip liner as a blush because I've seen other people do it, or at least I've heard about other people using a lip liner that way. It didn't work very well. Then I used the e.l.f. Berry Bad palette, one of the shades I used as a blush, and that actually worked pretty well. And another shade, a dark brown, I used as a mascara. Didn't like that as much, but it looks a little bit more natural, so maybe I can use it more like that during nights when I work. And the last thing I've been using is the Steve Laurent, an eyeshadow that was like a dark or a hot pink shimmery shade, and I used it on my lips as a lip gloss. And how I do that is by using a lip balm or like a lip treatment or something, and then I put it on with a brush or my fingers, and then I can have like a lip oil or a lip gloss on top of it, and it is beautiful. It's beautiful to use shimmer shades like that. I really like that. And those are the 7 repurposed items for this month. So 7 out of 40 done, which isn't too bad actually. I'm actually kind of proud of that. And the 10th product is this hair fragrance, and this I brought in for Hannah Louise Poston. I think she's a minimalist. At least she has a very curated makeup collection, let's say. So she doesn't have very much in each and every category, so I wanted to bring in something I have little of, and this is my only hair fragrance. I want to use this up eventually, and since this has no end date, I was like, okay, let's bring it in, let's use it. I mean, I have nothing to compete with it except perfumes or something if they don't go together, but yeah, I've used this 11 times. I'm fine with it. And did I mark this? No. I think the marking would go away pretty quickly anyway. But yeah, this is where we're at. We're at this text right here. So I like this one. I think it's a nice addition. I don't feel like I need it, but since I have it, I enjoy it. And those were my 10 panners, and 3 are rolling out. So Rose Keats is rolling out, and this powder, Ally in Wonderland, or Wonder in Ally Land, with this panned eyeshadow palette. And we are also rolling out Danny and the cruelty-free micellar water. So we are rolling in 3 new panners, and it is actually getting a little bit hard to find panners and like find items for them, because even though I watch a lot of panners, I can't really, you know, think of anything when I think of them for some reason. It's not that they're bad or anything. It's just that I can't always find a good prompt for everyone. And that is what it is. But we have Teacher Loves Beauty. And I'm thinking of the time when you gave your teacher an apple. You know, I don't know if that was actually a thing, but you know the picture, the little child giving the teacher an apple. And I was like, okay, so let's take something fruit or food related for her. And I'm choosing this facial sheet mask book. And as you can see, all of the sheet masks are food related, like fruit related and stuff. So these are the ones. We have the tea tree, the strawberry, the carrot mask, an olive mask, and the papaya mask. So 5 masks, and I'm going to try to use them all up. Of course, it's only 5 uses, but I don't use them every day, so it will probably be here for a while. I have a few to go through. Then we're finally rolling in Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. She has a big collection. I love seeing her inventory. Like, I love seeing someone have much and then kind of try to beat the clock of using them up before they go bad. Like, it's just something I like when someone has a lot and they're trying to use what they have, and it's just something mesmerizing about it. I don't know what it is, but anyway, because she has a pretty big collection, I wanted to choose something from one of my bigger categories, like something that I have much of. So I chose a face mask. This is a big one. Why am I doing this? I wanted to use up a lot of face masks this year, like the small tubes and stuff that I have. But I continue to choose the biggest ones that I have. This is the one I have for her. But I did think that, you know, this is rolling over to next year, and I have said that this is a chill project, so I don't really care if I get things out quickly or not. It's actually even better if they stay here for a while, because like I said, it is getting rather hard to find prompts for panners. Anyway, this is from Mud Masky. I don't know if I've tried anything from them. I have received several of their products, but I don't think I've actually used any of them yet. So this is the mineral infused double cleansing mask, 3-in-1 formula. It's deep cleansing, pore refining, and restoring, nourishing, hydrating. This seems like a dream. And Mud Masky is a very expensive brand, if I remember correctly. So anyway, of course, my goal is to use this up, and this is for Paula. The last panner I am bringing in is Shawna, and for her, I wanted to have something sustainable. So I thought a naked product. Who makes naked products? Well, Lush does. So I am bringing in this Lush shampoo. This shampoo bar, and this should hold on for a pretty long time. So I think this is a good project to put it into because I have a lot of time here. Oh, it smells so good. What does it... Maybe it's gingerbread that it's smelling. It is a Christmas product, but yeah, it smells really, really good. I'm going to try to use this up. Let's see how long it takes, but that one is for Shawna because she is really trying to be thoughtful about what she's bringing in, what she's keeping. She's into sustainability, all of that stuff. So yeah, I thought that would be a good product for her. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video and that I'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening. Bye.